Good evening, it's almost 4:30 PM New York time or 9:30 here in the UK, and I'm just going to quickly do a trade recap for my trades today. Unfortunately I finished red today. Wasn't a big red day, but not a great day trading. My trading was, my levels were good, my execution wasn't that great, and I got whipped out a few times. So let's get into it. So my first trade was coming into these levels which I talked about in the pre-market video. I was watching 47.54, 47.55 area and 47.44. This is a big $10 demand zone, so I'm a bit wary of holding for too long. I didn't want to hold it for a $10 loss, and like I said, my execution wasn't great. So when I came down into this area here, I waited for confirmation and I went long as we broke down and back up through this trade, and I was really targeting VWAP or the high of the day, and as you can see it came down. I didn't like it breaking below there, so I took a stop and then I added back into it here when I saw it wasn't making a new low. I had, funnily, exactly where it is now was a level from a few days ago. It was, I'll just go back to it, it was this level here I was watching in the demand zone, if we can go that far. It's not far where we are. So I kind of had a backup plan. I was going to go long at the top of this demand zone and hold a tight stop. Then I wanted to use this area confluence as another entry and with a stop just below it. So that's kind of where I got in again a second time. So kind of halfway down this demand zone. And then I had the bottom area as well I wanted to watch for. So let's go back to today. So that's kind of where I got in. So I went long here, and in fact I was a bit late long. I think my long was about there, and it pushed up and I thought that's great, so I wanted to target the VWAP, but it came back down. So I stopped out there and I added again around here. So I got back into the same trade I wanted, and I'm still targeting VWAP, and it looked good initially. Didn't put in a new low, so that's why I got in, and it's at that level I just showed you. And then it came back down. I added again there, and then my stop was just 2 ticks below there, and it stopped me out, which is a bit annoying. So I waited and I closed my platform so I can't quite see, but I waited and I wanted to try and get back in again. I was waiting for this level next, but it didn't happen, and then the play worked. So I came back in, I went long again here, back at the level I was waiting for, especially when I saw that candle as well. To me that was like a slightly higher volume as well, and then it stopped me out again just there, so I got stopped out, which is a bit annoying because it immediately then turned around and did exactly what I wanted to do. Like I said, the levels were good, my execution wasn't great. What could I have done better? That on there, I should have just held a stop, and I probably shouldn't have even got into this trade, and maybe I should have just waited for that trade, which you can see it did happen again later. Came in, I did get in long here, so I did make a little bit back, but still finished red. I did also try again. In fact, I was short actually at the top. So that was my next trade. I went top, saw this top in tail candle on ending volume, so I went short, and I think my entry was about there. I think when it pulled back up I went short there, and I was holding it, and then I totally forgot about FOMC, and my stop was kind of just about there, and I got a bit nervous. It went up, came back down. I took a bit of profit down here, and then I added back up here for the short, and I didn't take it. I stupidly didn't take it. That was my target as well, and I don't know why I didn't take it. I think I just got greedy, and then it came all the way back up, stopped me on the VWAP. So I came back in, I kind of shorted again on the VWAP, and then it stopped me out again. So that kind of, I was done, and I was looking at that area, but because of the extra volume, and I don't trade OMC or the FOMC minutes today. I waited. I did go long again there because I was playing this range, and I thought we were seeing this bit of a trend line forming. And I went long, and it stopped me out again. So it's a frustrating day. And the long did work eventually, but I didn't take that. But I did go long in here. In fact, I was long at that level. In fact, I should have got long further down. And then I was in a bit of red for a bit, and I added down here as well. I was watching level 2, so I was confident we weren't going to break below 47.40 because I saw lots of sellers sitting down there. And it came back up, took a bit of profit there, and I'm just currently in the post market, and I've just taken out profit just there. So, like I said, disappointed. I had a few stop outs, and a couple of my stops were a little bit larger than I wanted because I added on my stops, but my green wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. So frustrating day, red day overall, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. And level wise, we are definitely looking a bit bearish on the hourly. You can see we're putting in lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, another lower low there. So this is probably what we'll watch for tomorrow. And we've got a nice level here as well. I'll just draw the line. You can see we can keep an eye on that area, which is an area of confluence tops there. It almost came into it there, right on the, rejected the 200 as well. So we haven't quite come down to this trend line yet, which is joined by that one and that pivot. So maybe we've got a little bit of unfinished business to continue to get on, create a new low, and maybe we can look for a pullback or something. But we'll see how tomorrow goes. Anyway, hopefully you had a good day trading, and I will see you tomorrow. Got a live video which will be at 9 AM Eastern time, and I'll go through my pre-market plan, and we'll see where we are tomorrow. Okay, thank you for watching.